Hey, good morning. We'll start our practice in just a moment, and this practice is brought to us by Alice in Wonderland. And she has this sweet quote. She says, "I wonder if I've been changed overnight." She said, let me think. I almost feel a little bit different than I was before. And if it's true that I'm not the same, then who in this world am I? She said, oh yes, that is the great puzzle. And no matter how inside out or upside down or twisted around or free-flowing life feels, whatever this day has in store, may we leave room for the mystery. And I'm not sure who said this, but they said that there's no formula for well-being. There's no fixed formula, but it's a continual asking of the question, how do I find my way home from here? Leave room for the mystery. Let's begin our practice in a hero's pose. So sitting with our hips weighty and back onto the heels. And if this is uncomfortable, then it's the morning, so it's definitely not the time to push through discomfort, but it's the time to tune in and listen to the ways that you can indeed support yourself more. So if there's a different seated posture that works, please find that. Let your hands rest on your thighs, and then the hands, they're going to drag down and connect to the knees. Tuck the tailbone and round the spine and sort of send the energy or the weight back. If your arms don't connect to the knees, that's okay. You can grab the sides of your legs. Keeping the hands connected to your legs, let them wrap around the sides of you. Feel any response to that touch. Hands maybe find the feet. Keep the elbows sort of magnetizing towards one another, the collarbones wide, the heart wide. Maybe the fingertips can find the toes. Belly is free, chin is tucked. Do that 2 more times and just feel the sweetness of your hands gliding down through the thighs. Find the knees. Tuck and round, tuck the chin. Feel opening through the ribs, through the spine, hands drag back. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Fingertips find toes. Rocking side to side. Round, last time. Hands find the knees, tuck through the chin. Press through the back of the heart, maybe lean the weight back. Hands drag back. Find the feet. Open. Maybe inhale, feel space between the ribs and a softness through your expression. Inhale and come all the way up onto the knees. Elbows bend and open. Press the hips back, maybe curl the toes under, and then exhale, tuck the tailbone, bring the back of the hands to connect. Inhale, ripple, open, feel the spine sort of sway like a serpentine motion. How things are waking up. As the morning rises, what is waking up inside of you? What is rising inside of you? Okay, let's step the left foot over to the side, and you can let the left knee sort of track back and sway through the front lines of the body. I mean, scribbling with your bones and with the joints of you. So reach the hands forward and around, maybe soften the heart. Maybe the left fingertips drop and right fingertips open. And then bring that through the center, but the energy of the hips is pulling back, and the energy of the heart is pulling forward. Side to side you go. Maybe the hips press, a pause or a breath in any places that are calling for attention. And as this mystery of self sort of unfolds, we're returning to this lens that doesn't look at life like it's broken. Switch sides, left knee drops, right knee to the right side, and scribble with your limbs. Maybe your eyes are closed or steady. And if your eyes are open, let them track on the fingertips so your gaze follows your fingertips. Hips pressing. Eyes light. Both knees down. Stand up on the knees. Inhale, hands reach, maybe a gentle back bend, elbows bending, cactus the arms. And then exhale, close that in, hands land. Downward facing dog, curl under through the toes, lift the tailbone, drop the head. Inhale fully. Pause, sip in a little bit more air. Open the mouth and exhale. One more like that. Breathe in. Feel space between the ribs. Hold. Sip in more air. Open the mouth and exhale. Walk the hands back in direction of the feet. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Let the head go heavy. Sway the upper body side to side. No tension behind the neck. Maybe shake out the head and the neck, letting gravity pull the shoulders, melt and soften to spill any tension through the tissues. Hands once again connecting to the front lines of the legs. So drag the hands up the legs. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And then as you breathe out, you're going to wrap the hands behind you, wherever they land, and then exhale, keep them connected to the body, but fold down. Inhale, hands drag through the front, halfway lift. Exhale, hands pull to the back, fold forward, crown of the head melting. One more like this. No matter what the day has in store, you can know that you will remain connected to you, to some inner resources that dance with the moments. Halfway lift. Stay halfway, push down through the feet, tuck the tailbone, rise to stand slowly. Good, roll out through the head and the neck, through the shoulders, through the wrists. No prescribed movements today or ever. Just a participation and a recalibration of arriving in the mystery that is this body and that is the unfolding. So let's soften down through the left foot, and then we're gonna sort of take like a little pilgrimage to the top of the mat incrementally. And it's choose your own adventure. So if there's any expansive movements or any falling or any play that you want to add, just please do that. So to begin, let's plant the left foot and bring the right toes behind. Anchor down like there's a foundation holding you, so bend the knees, feel buoyancy through the joints, and then inhale, reach up through the hands, and then reach over to the left side. As you reach over to the left side, spiral the navel and the heart a little bit wider. Inhale. Here we go. We're going to lengthen the head and the heart forward. Reach the right fingertips back, and then maybe begin to float the right toes back behind you. So this is where you can sort of play here. You can step both feet down and fold. Some of you might begin to soften left fingertips down, maybe bend the left knee a lot, maybe open through the right side. But let's make our way to the top of the mat. Step the right foot through and forward, left foot behind. Inhale, reach over to the right side. Navel and heart spiral, lightness through the eyes. Fold forward, head forward, left fingertips back. And let your eyes and your gaze stay steady. Find a balance. Find your breath. And just have a little play, moving away from the midline. Stepping the left foot forward. Right toes behind, open, open, open. Exhale, right toes back. You got it. And whatever variation you found, listening to the shaking, to the breath, folding forward at the top of the mat. Lengthen halfway, hands connect to the thighs, long, long, long spine, shoulders pull away from the ears, hands track to the back of the body, fold forward, bend the knees, fingertips land, step the right leg back behind you, lower the back knee down, right knee down, Anjaneyasana, inhale, hands high, bend the elbows, open the heart, push through both feet. Notice if there's a sinking through the pelvis and find some length, some strength. Maybe tuck the tailbone under. Where does your breath need to go? Exhale, lengthen the front leg, slide the hands back, fingertips down or hovering, you choose, soften the heart. Inhale, ripple forward, hips heavy, heart wide. Exhale, slide the hips back. Inhale, open, open, feel maybe some fluidity through the shoulders. Okay, right hand lands. We're going to twist open towards the left side, but wiggle or heel toe that left foot back through the midline a lot, so that we can lengthen the right leg back. As you lengthen the right leg back, maybe the knee is down, or maybe you can push into the outer edge of the right foot, and then reach the left fingertips forward, maybe spiral open. Good. Let that right hip drop down. With those left fingertips reaching back, let the head sort of land in that left hand. The skull pressing into the hand and the left elbow pulling back, heart wide. Inhale. Exhale, elbow in direction of the right wrist, close and fold. Inhale, open. Exhale, soften and close. Keep inviting the breath so that we can go a little bit lower. We can climb out from any of the webs that the mind is spinning. Good. Both hands land. Hands and knees we go. Drop the belly, reach the crown of the head up. And then soften hips in direction of the heels. Active child's pose. Inhale, round forward, push through the hands. Exhale, active child's pose, slide back. Heart melting in all directions. Inhale, round forward. As you round forward, let the thighs soften to the mat. Let the hips soften to the mat. Keep the shoulders pulling down away from the ears. Let the belly soften. Fingertips wide. Inhale, ripple open through the heart. Drop the left shoulder, pull the right shoulder back. Inhale through the center. Exhale, other way. Let the head get involved. Clear any expression. And keep coming back to what is underneath reactivity. Good. Hands underneath the shoulders, curl under through the toes, through hands and knees. Make your way downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, empty. Then through the knees, walk the hands back towards the feet. Let something pour through the crown of the head. Let something pour, opening the jaw, letting go. A little bit of space between the teeth. Hands drag through the front of the legs, lengthen halfway. Hands drag behind the legs, fold forward. 2 more like this. Just be with the you that is willing to participate, to feel, to arrive again and again and again. Push down through the feet. Feel your body start to stack, your spine unravel. The part that is here to meet life again and again and again. Let's push down through the left foot. Right leg comes behind, open. The teachings remind us the mystery of it all. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe left fingertips drop. And find your way now to the top of the mat, but just play as you get there. Or as you maneuver and scribble through your limbs. But this mystery of it all, if we were too close to our magic, if we were too close to our wisdom, we would probably really try and get involved. So letting there be space for not knowing, letting there be space to be surprised by your own unfolding. Those judgments, you can set them down. And maybe there's parts of yourself that you haven't even met yet. Good. Keep making your way to the top of the mat. And thank you for waking up and playing here with me this morning. Okay, let's let those left toes drop down and back. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Fingertips rise, but let the elbows bend. Breathe. There's so many different cues of alignment, but let your breath show you your own alignment and pay attention. What would like to open? and what needs some compassion. Exhale, lengthen the front leg, slide the hips back, maybe fingertips down. And making this your own, coming forward and flowing back. Here we go, left hand lands, and then right toes, we go back, 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 and over to the right, just a little bit so that we can send the hips forward and the outer edge of the left hip will begin to soften. Push into the outer edge of the left foot, and maybe lifting through the left knee, that's an option. Right fingertips reach to the top of the mat, navel and heart spiral open, one full breath. Rolling out whatever needs to roll out. Feel the left knee soften down, the left hip soften down. Let the head rest in that right hand. Inhale, open, heart wide. Exhale, close, fold in, tuck chin. Inhale, flow like this, and find the way your breath would like to move you this morning. And instead of calling any of these movements or the sensations good or bad or right or wrong, we could just call it alive. And today you might ask yourself, how can I tend to an alive thing? Give yourself this care and compassion. Both hands land. Come onto hands and knees. Drop the belly, reach the crown of the head up. Active child's pose, soften hips in direction. Heart's heavy but melts in all directions. Rebound and ripple forward. Inhale. Exhale, tailbone lifts, heart softens. Inhale, ripple, ripple, ripple forward. And as you do, feel the thighs begin to soften down. Shoulders pulling away from the ears. Thighs land, hips land. Belly super spacious and watery. Fingertips wide. Inhale, heart opens. Soften left shoulder, right shoulder pulls back. Two like this, opening. And sinking into your skin a little bit more. Hands under the shoulders, push back through hands and knees. Hips heavy and weighty, landing on the heels. Virasana, hero's pose. Eyes heavy or steady in front of you. Palms drag down through the knees. Feel your own touch. Round the spine. Inhale, drag the hands to the sides. Maybe feel the toes open. One more. One hand on low belly. One hand on heart. Chin tucks. Let the you that meets today be undefined. That underneath any reaction lives a trust. That whatever is to unfold can be met with sincerity, with boundaries, with compassion. May today reflect back this mystery and radiance that lives within. Palms together, thumbs lifted, head tilting back. A deep reverence for whatever is waking up inside as this day awaits our presence. Namaste.